Hey there. This is my version of the Pagan Tag. I've never done one, so I thought it'd be cool. And I know lots of you have done it before, so yeah. I don't know if this is a tag from anyone because there's so many of you. So anyway, the first question is, what is your spiritual path? I mostly identify with pantheism and folk magic. Like, I practice folk magic. I don't like to call myself a witch per se, but I practice what would be considered magic of old, like cunning folk, I guess. I don't worship any gods or goddesses. In that context, I use ancestors of my own, or I'll talk to spirits. I'll bring spirits and ancestors and family into my worship. And if I need help from, like how most people would call on certain gods or goddesses to help them with spell work, I will actually call on my ancestors or people that I've actually known who've passed into the spirit realm to help me out. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm also really big into animism, shamanism, things like that. I do a lot of homesteading kind of thing. Like, I love farming and doing things with my hands. I love canning. I don't know if that's a spiritual path, but to me that's spiritual. What is your favorite herb? I have two, actually. I love catnip and basil. I grow both of them every year. I dry them. Yeah, we just love catnip with playing with our cats. Yeah, they go crazy. And I just love the smell and the taste of basil. Both fresh and dried. Like, I use it in a lot of recipes, especially during the spring and summertime. Oh my god, it's good. Fresh basil chopped into anything that's going on the grill is awesome. My favorite crystal. I don't work a lot with crystals. If there's any that I do like, it would be a smoky quartz. I do have a rock, I guess. Sedona red rock is what I like to work with. I have a piece. Actually, I should have grabbed it before I started this, but it's a chunk of Sedona red rock that had a shaman painted on it, and what it was I got it from an auction online, and it was to raise money for an animal shelter down in Arizona. So I use that when I want to focus on ties to the earth and ancestors. So that's basically the only kind of rock or stone that I use. I like smoky quartz. I feel drawn to it, but I don't actually use it. I just carry it around. Or I'll have it sitting out, like in the living room, just for show. Favorite oil. My favorite oils are lemongrass and actually a lime-scented essential oil that I picked up. I can't even remember from where. Someplace in Edmonton. I like to use it in bath salts and those foaming bath things, like, how what is it, Lush, like Lush body products. I found some recipes online that you can make your own with, and I like using that lime scent in it. I just love it. Wakes up your senses. The next one. Who are my gods and goddesses? I have none officially, like I explained. I revere my ancestors more than gods and goddesses. In that sense, I would say that my present god and goddess right now is my grandfather and my grandmother on my dad's side. Excuse me, stepped up. Mainly because I'm working with getting back to to our farm up north. We just took it back last year, as you've seen in other videos. And that was the land that they homesteaded together. So I feel really connected to them right now, and I've been working a lot with them. When I need someone to help with spell work, oh my goodness, I tend to call on either them or my dad or my great uncle. My dad was a very forthright, bold personality. He wasn't afraid of anything really, except for mice, which is really funny. Yeah, he was deadly scared of mice because one crawled up his leg when he was young and bit him in the crotch. So yeah, he's always had a healthy fear of mice. But other than that, he wasn't scared of anything. So whenever I need that kind of strength in a spell, I'll call on him. And usually what I'll do is I'll call on these spirits to go and, like, let's say I'm putting a spell out there to the universe to help me find a job. I will use them. Well, no, it sounds use them, but I'll ask them to help me out by going to the person who is making the decisions, I guess. The decisions to phone whoever and have them whisper to them and try and put it into their heads to give me a call. That type of thing. It's always worked. What else? But I guess I have written down here gods and goddesses that that I do like and I felt drawn to in the past, not because I worship them or anything. I've always felt drawn to Gaia and Hestia. And as for gods, I've kind of had this connection to Dionysus. I don't know how you pronounce that, Dionysus. But I've never actually worked with any of them. And after a lot of research through online forums and such, and actually learning what these gods, or this god and these goddesses are like, I found out that they are actually quite representative of myself and my husband. So that's kind of an interesting correlation there. What's next? My favorite YouTube pagan. I have a bunch. These are the ones that I never ever miss a video. Annie from Mirth and Reverence. I absolutely love Annie. And a lot of people that are out on YouTube know. Like, she is... If I was to ever take a program in Wicca, it would be through Annie. Because everything about her just screams teacher. You know, and is so patient and understanding and never ever judgmental. I love her. Of course, Annika. I've been following you for quite a long time through a lot of your different phases. I absolutely love you and adore you. You are the person that brought me to a point last year where I realized that love is all that matters. And I never really believed that before. And I don't know how to explain it other than that. Yeah. So yeah, Annika the Sea Priestess. Or like I like to watch too, Oathbound Secrets. She's on there. Jackie Dubois. Oh my goodness. I love your video. I don't even know what's your channel called. I just know you as Jackie Dubois. Mother Moon Pagan Monasteries, probably? I don't know. You are who, you and Dan are who my husband and I would love to be one day. I learned so much from you. I also love watching Ange, Bramble 1976, I think. I don't know, I just feel a real good connection with you. I love your gardening videos that you just started recently. That's awesome. Although you're on the opposite side of the hemisphere as I am, so I'm quite jealous. I have 4 feet of snow outside, and you're showing me all these beautiful gardens, and oh, but I still love you. Are you creative? Yes, most of everything about me is creative. I paint, I draw, I taught myself to knit, I'm teaching myself to crochet. What else do I do? Pyrography, I do beadwork. I'm just getting into leather work and beading on leather work. Like, I've always had this dream. I've always wanted to own a real pair of mucklucks. And my husband actually went out, and this Christmas he actually tried to look for real authentic Cookham mucklucks. Like, Cookham is native for grandma, like Cree for grandma. That was made by a Cookham, and he couldn't find any for less than like $1,000. So yeah, he thought, oh, he could. And for some reason, I never thought to look to try and make them myself. You know, like I'm a very creative person. I love doing craft, everything arts and crafts related, anything. So he bought me a pattern of how to make my own, and also he brought me this like, it was all wrapped up as a Christmas gift this year. $9 Christmas gift. It was a pattern. Sorry. And a catalog to a leather shop in Edmonton, like our closest city. That, oh, I can't even put it into words. I was so excited when I found that website. It was like covered in everything native. Like, you know, that's where all of the, like, too excited. I can't even find my words. Hang on. All of the, like, traditionally tanned hides that the native people in this area go to seek out to make their crafts and make their drums and make their moccasins, mucklucks. He found this place that does this, and he sent this or wrapped up this catalog, and I was like, oh my god, the cheapest thing he's ever gotten me ever, and it was like the best gift. So now I'm going to be making my own mucklucks. That's my winter project. Okay, my favorite Sabbats or season. Imbolc is definitely my favorite. That's when I start all my seeds. I'm a huge avid gardener. Like, I love being out in the dirt in the sun. And that's always been my Imbolc tradition. Is that whole week of Imbolc, I plant all my seedlings that I'm going to put outside. So that to me is like, I love it. Samhain, obviously. Doing a lot of spirit work. I love everything about that season for Sabbath as well. How am I spiritual and everyday? I live my spirituality. There's no place. Yeah, that's the nice thing about paganism, I find. There's no church. You know, this your life is your church. The whole recycling all the time, reduce, reuse, recycle. Like, I'm huge into that. I don't buy anything new unless I absolutely have to, and I have gone to the greatest extent to try and find anything. That's the only time I'll buy it brand new, is if I can't find it anywhere else. To me, that's spiritually living. I don't know how else to answer that one. Do I eat meat, eggs, dairy? Yes. I am a rancher's daughter, and I have always eaten meat. But I eat it consciously. I'm uploading a video right now about that. I could explain it better. In my world, everything I eat with consciousness. I appreciate the life it's given up for me, whether it's plant, animal, the eggs. Like, I've watched chickens lay eggs, so I know what kind of pain they go through. So yes, I do eat that, but I eat it with a conscious mind. My favorite pagan book. That's a tough one. I don't know that I have any. I have a lot that I read, but nothing that really strikes me that I really love. Yeah, I don't know. I like Christopher Penczak, but it's not like I love his work. I find it easy to read and to work with, but I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to come back to that one. And are you like your zodiac sign? I am a Gemini. I am absolutely like my zodiac sign. There is two sides to me that are constantly in battle. um, I'm flighty. I I'm told that Geminis are kind of flighty, and I definitely am flighty. Um, I always feel conflicted, and to me that's a true Gemini trait. So yeah, I'm gonna have to come back to the pagan book. I have a lot of them on my Kindle, but I don't know. None are really jumping out at me right now. Okay, so I'm gonna sign off now. We'll talk to you later.